What is up, everybody? How's everyone doing out there today? Welcome back to Wildcat MTG, and today we're gonna dip into some Commander Masters. We're gonna crack open a set booster box. Feels like it's been a minute since I've opened some Commander Masters up, and of course, there's always the hunt for the Jewel Lotus or Great Henge, Doubling Season, some other really fun stuff in there. We'll dive into that. But before we dive into the actual box opening, man, we're kind of inching our way towards 3,000 subscribers, which is really, really awesome. We actually hit 2,000 earlier this year, and so the fact that we're actually approaching 3,000 in the same year is absolutely awesome. So, I just wanted to say to those out there who are subscribed and watching and commenting and liking all the videos, just know that it means the world to me. I really do appreciate it. Every bit of it helps, and it's gratifying to know that people actually dig the content, I guess is what I'm trying to say in a really long-winded fashion. So from me to you, thank you. And let's get this party started. With that being said, why don't we go ahead and dive on in, and let's crack some packs. So as of the filming of this video, the Commander Masters set boxes have settled. They're probably about $350. They've kind of been there for a minute. Of course, we know that they came out at a absolutely silly $400. And then they dipped as low as into the 250 range. And then they've kind of slowly been inching their way up since. It probably jumped back to 300 pretty quick. And then since that time, it's kind of steadily been increasing. And it's been settled at 350 for a minute now. I mentioned some of the hits, right? Of course, those Jewel Loaders, Great Henge. I would love to see a Demonic Tutor today. And I have actually yet to pull an Abyssin, and it's not even the biggest hit. It's a really good hit, but I would just like to pull one for myself. I forget these are actually set packs, and so I was like, what is that? What's that weird symbol? What is this? There's a list, that's why. I don't think it's a particularly good version of the list for Commander Masters, but, here we are. So we have a Geth's Grimoire as a set, or a list card. I'm not even going to bother putting that up top. Campfire. Start off with a Mythic. How about a Doubling Season? Let's go! Pack 1, Doubling Season. Yes, please. Doubling Season is still hanging out around $44-$45. That is a legitimate hit. Absolutely fantastic. Never sad about that. And then a Decree of Pain. After that, Azami, Lady of Scrolls. And of course, while I don't really track the uncommons, there are some really stellar uncommons in this set. And some really cool borderless stuff. Exsanguinate is by itself is probably a buck or two. Not bad. Not bad at all. Phyrexian Altars are approaching $7 as an uncommon. Of course, there's borderless versions of Soul Ring that have some value. So there is some value at the uncommon level as well. Starting off with the Doubling Season is a great rip for us. I would not mind seeing I would not mind seeing a Cyclonic Rift. If you're asking if I have enough of those already, the answer is never. All right, here we go. Bird token into Gargantuan. To Savine's Reclamation. Good card, quality card. Not a big value target there. Multiple reprints, short period of time. Obscuring Haze. We've got our first of the free spells. I think Haze it's probably around the $3 mark. I'm going to put it up top. I kind of feel like it floats between around that. It's definitely the cheapest of the free spells. But hey, there we go. Marin of Clan Nelpoth. I think Marin is a $3 card. I will put that up top. I also think it kind of straddles that line right above or below. Slice and Dice. Of course, lots of just good Commander playables. That's, kind of the point, right? I'm curious, a lot of the pricing has settled. We've seen some of the singles uptick. We've also seen a reprint of the medallions. At the rare level, the medallions were a big draw for this set. Now they've been reprinted into MH3, which dropped them all a bunch. So I'm curious to see how that impacts, an EV of a box like this. All right, Rampaging Barontodon as a foil uncommon. Next rare is an Arachnogenesis. Arachnogenesis, this is a card that had to have a reprint. If you'll recall, many of you, know that prior to Commander Masters reprint, this card got up to $30-something, maybe even higher than that. But now it's back down to a much more reasonable, between I think $3 and $5, pretty comfortably. Still a very good card, but it really was based off of the fact that it was a played card and hadn't seen a reprint and desperately needed one. And for all the flack that Commander Masters we interrupt that conversation to bring you an awesome free spell. This is the Deflecting Swat. I mentioned a bunch of the mythics in this set already. I rattled off a bunch that I would not mind seeing. There are some really good rares in this set as well. Of course, Fierce Guardianship, Deflecting Swat, Cyclonic Rift, Smothering Tide. That might actually be a mythic. But just a ton of really, really good rares in this set that also help carry the value of these boxes. So Deflecting Swat, I think, is still around $35. That is a choice rare. Choice rare. Sekiko, Mother of Summer. And after that, into, there's a good Soul Ring. Nice. Yeah. So I think the conversation was, for all of the guff that this set gets, and rightfully so for the original price point, there is something to be said for the fact that, it brought a lot of really needed reprints and really brought the value of some of the singles down to a much more reasonable price. And so I do think that this set should be well remembered for at least that portion of things. How about a foil mythic? How about a Loyal Retainers? This is not going to be a big hit. It's not going to be one of your chase mythics. In fact, it is going to be one of your least valuable mythics, but it is still a good quality card. It does have a bunch of playability. It's a foil. It's a foil mythic. It's probably like $1 or $2. But you know what? I'm not gonna thumb my nose at a foil mythic there. All right, Inspiring Statuary, Hannah Ship's Navigator, and looks like that'll do it for that pack. The fact that we're on the board already with a Deflecting Swat and what did I just do? There we go. The Deflecting Swat and a beautiful foil mountain. And a Doubling Season definitely helps. And again, there's going to be a ton of rares in this. By the end of this video, there's going to see a ton of rares in that like $3, $5, $6, $7 pile. And then hopefully we see some good other $10 rares in as well. All right, so we have Hidden Herd. This appears to be a list card that is a rare from Urza's, one of the Urza blocks. Urza Saga, I think. What is this? Your opponent plays a non-basic land. If Hidden Herd is an enchantment. Oh, that's all right. 1 for a 3/3. That's cool. Not going to move the needle, but I'm sure this was a good value card at one point, right? Just 1 for a 3/3 Elefante. All right, Danitha. Let's keep that good mythic train coming. Craterhoof Behemoth. If you'll recall, when this Behemoth got reprinted, you could find them for sub 20. I think you could see them dip as low as at least 18 from what I recall. Never really got below that I recall, but doesn't matter because now they're back over 30. This is probably like about $33. So that is a really strong mythic. Happy to have you. Happy to see you. Hello, Craterhoof. Waking Sun's Avatar, Sephara, Sky's Blade. This is a good reprint as well. Yeheni, downshifted to uncommon Yeheni. Sky Shroud Claim, really solid common. I think the foil version of that is like $4 as just a foil common. Path to Exile in the Borderless. And then our land and our token. Sweet. Sweet. Hey, so far so good. We hit a couple of those other big value rares and I think we're going to have ourselves a box here. Okay, come on. All right. All right, Windcaller Aven. Rare is Grand Abolisher. All right, Abolisher just got another reprint recently, I think. But I think I want to say Abolisher is probably in like the $6 range. So that's a good quality rare. Obviously, just a good playable card in Commander as well. You do your business on somebody else's turn, thank you. And then there's Ulamog. I love it. And I was hoping to pull in Ulamog. Love me some spaghetti monsters, right? And I was also hoping to avoid the portrait version because I'm going to be super picky and greedy about it. And I did both of those things. Ulamog is a really good pull. This is also about a $35 mythic. So that is absolutely awesome. We're crushing it on the mythic category so far. Beautiful. Ulamog, the Ceaseless Hunger. Abso-freaking-lutely. Let's go. Oh, the Loyal Companion. Mo. All right. That was the only rare mythic in that pack, and that's, if it's an Ulamog, that's totally okay. Borderless Vandalblast. Okay, wow. By the way, what a first column. We're not even out of the first column yet. Holy moly. Box is starting strong. Okay. Supply Runners. Rare Disrupt Decorum. Actually, I really like this card. This is just a good old-fashioned playable card. Go to all creatures you don't control. Have fun, everybody. You guys figure it out. That's how you play that card. Gisela, Blade of Gold Knight. I don't remember if this card is at the $3 mark or not. It feels like it kind of floats around there. I'll put it up top as a playable, but I can't remember on the value. I could be wrong about that. All right. Into our uncommons. I would like to see at least one Phyrexian Altar. Please. And thank you. Dread Return. That was downshifted to common in this set. Has it been banned in Pauper since? I feel like Monastery Swiftspear was a short-lived downshift to Pauper, to common and Pauper, and then before it caught the ban. Oh, cool. Shiri. Shizo's Caretaker is a borderless portrait. Uncommon. That's kind of cool. That's neat. Treasure Nabber. Galta. Hey, Galta. Galta's a good quality card. Anytime dinosaurs do their thing and they like tick upward after there's like a set or where new dinosaurs, Galta always finds a little price increase and then it kind of slides back down and then some other dinosaur will come out and Galta goes back to the top of the list again. Might be in that $3 range. I know that at one point that card was up to like $5-6 again. Okay. Kodama's Reach and the Borderless. Well, that was the end of the first column, and pretty good. Pretty good, huh? About a doubling season, a Craterhoof Behemoth, an Ulamog, and a Deflecting Swat. All in that first column. Plus, you know, our complimentary foil loyal retainers. Is this a list card? Oh, it is. Segovian Angel. Yeah, it's a little Modern Horizons 1 common. I should revisit Modern Horizons 1. What do y'all think? Is that something you guys would watch if a revisit of Modern Horizons 1? It's like I said, I still think about going back to occasionally, and then I just don't. Carrier Thrall. How about this box is popping off. This box is popping off. Wow. Okay. The Great Henge. A cool $50. Thank you. How about the Great Henge? Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm kind of speechless at this Mythic run so far. This has been bananas. Oh my god. Psymaster Thopterus as a rare. Okay, Goreclaw. Whoo! It's almost like if at this point, and we already got a SWAT, right? Feels like we get even medium value out of the rares. We're in amazing shape right now. I did want to say, like, you know, there are. This is a big set. There are a lot of mythics. We are doing exceedingly well. I want to point that out because, like, not all boxes are like this. Rorik's Bladewing. Rare is a Chromatic Lantern. Neat. I feel like Lantern just kind of floats right around that $3. It might not quite be there. I don't know, but it's a good playable card, so I will put it up top. And then an Emerald Medallion, which I'm almost positive at this moment is not at the $3 mark. I would be surprised if maybe even like Sapphire and Pearl are probably sub 3, and maybe Ruby and Jet are above right now, which is crazy because when this set came out, it was a huge portion of the reprint and it was a huge portion of rare value because the Jet and the Ruby were like $15-16. Emerald's always kind of been on the cheap side, but it is funny that I'm going to put the Emerald Medallion down there. Sekukar. That is rare. Yep. Yeah. So you know we are doing exceedingly well in the mythic side of things right now. There are plenty of bummer mythics in here. I mean, you know, if this side didn't look so good and we hadn't already struck gold with some of those mythics, that loyal retainers would look a lot worse. As it stands, you're like, yeah, that's fine. That's a good compliment. It's okay. All right, here we go. Fist of Flames, Sower of Discord. Sower of Discord. Song of the Dryads. This is a card that was a good reprint as well. Did carry some value before. I don't remember if this is above 3. I'm going to say no. Could be wrong about that. Kranko. Kranko's always like $1 or $2. Hey, ooh, Borderless Felwar Stone. Love me some Felwar Stone. This was a nice reprint in the set, and having a borderless foil version to boot is really cool. Generous gift. Morophon. I do care for that Morophon art. I, in fact, don't care for most of the portrait art. There are some that look exceedingly good. Like, I think the McKay's looks awesome. There's a few others that look really good, but by and large, like, most of the portrait art, I just don't care for. But a foil rare Teferi. Hey, all right. Temporal Archmage. I will put this up top. I can't remember the value on it offhand. I don't know if it's above that $3 mark, but I will put it up top. It's a nice little foil rare. And then a Boom Pile. Fairy Artisans. Sidisi. Yeah, that was a, what was it, quad rares? Quadruple rare pack. Another Shiri. Beautiful Elena Danner. Foil Island. And, oh, gold stamp card. Cool. All right. Second column of the box, not nearly as jacked as the first column, but we are still doing quite well overall. All right, Frontier Warmonger. Rare is A. There we go. There's a really good rare. Sword of the Animist. Probably around $8-9 would be my guess. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's actually what it is. Definitely going up top. That's a sweet hit. We will take that. Zilortha. Path to Exile. Darksteel Mutation. Just good playable. Commander cards. Beautiful Elvish Mystic. Okay, all right. I'll take a Sword of the Animist. That is also a really good card. All right, here we go. So if I'm pulling off my greedy, if I'm being super, super greedy, I would love to see a Demonic Tutor. I would love to see an Avacyn. Of course, a Cyclonic Rift would be great. Borderless foil Nightier's Nightblade. Pure Steel Paladin. I want to say Pure Steel Paladin is not technically, now, especially now that like Hammer Time in Modern is not really a deck, that this is probably not a value target at this point, but I still think it's a good card, so it's going up top. Stonehoof Chieftain. I put this card to work in a deck, and it does work. Stitcher Geralf. Return to Dust. Oh, another Exsanguinate. Very good. Commander Sphere in the Borderless. Beautiful foil Forest. All right, 2 packs left in this middle column. We couldn't stay hot forever, right? We've definitely slowed down on the Mythic train, although I tend to think that these boxes have a pretty high Mythic count. Ooh, hey! Dolmen Gate off of the list. There I go, bashing the list and saying there's nothing of value and there's no good cards in it, and Dolmen Gate pops up. That actually does have some value. Absolutely will take that. I'm not going to bother to put up the other list cards because those probably aren't worthwhile. But for the Dolmen Gate, we will put that up top. I think that does have some value to it, if I'm not mistaken. Mire Triton. Hey, Flawless Maneuver. There's another good card. Maneuver's probably at the $10 range would be my guess. That's what I seemingly recall. Flawless Maneuver. Hey, not bad at all. Not bad at all. So we've hit 3 of the free spells, right? We've hit the Obscuring Mist, Haze, we've hit Flawless, and we've hit SWAT. Okay. Ashling the Pilgrim. So there's only Rollick and Fierce Guardianship left. Judith. Can we hit for the cycle and get all of the free spells? Frantic Search in the Borderless. Okay, last pack of the second column. Here we go. Goliath Sphinx. Rare is Avatar of Slaughter. Sapphire Medallion. I'm gonna put it up top just because I think it's. I mean, I don't even think it's $3, but I could be wrong. It might be eking above it. Experimental Crash. Hey, spectator seating, neat. The regular spectator seating I think is about $10, so I would also put this right around there. It's probably around $9 to $10, so that's pretty sweet. That's a good card. All right, Baird, Fencing Ace. Oh, what I was going to say is the Mythic count in these boxes does seem to be like in the 7 to 9 range typically, so I still think that we're live for a couple more Mythics in this box. All right, here we go. We head into the third column of this box, and we are doing, I mean, just based off the Mythics alone, we are doing very, very well, right? Doubling Season Craterhoof, Ulamog, and the Great Henge are ridiculous. We have Deflecting SWAT in our back pocket as well as a top rare hit. Okay, here we go. Last column. Little White Mane Lion action off of the list. I can't even give the list guff at this point though, because it hit Dolmen Gate, and that's a card that actually want a copy of it, and then I'm like, I don't want to buy it, and then it's on the list, and I never pull one, and now I pulled one. Cool story, huh? Mythic, hey, Spellseeker, nice. Not as spicy as the other ones, but far, far from like a swing and miss Mythic. This is probably still about $11 or $12 right now, so Spellseeker is a really good Mythic still. Followed by a Champion's Helm, Nahiri, Danitha. Oh, there we go. Thran Dynamo. Yeah. Another Frantic Search. Beautiful Markpool Island. And Urza. Okay. I will move to Spellseeker just because I don't believe it truly belongs on the... Like, I tend to put the Womp Womp Mythics on the right side, put all the bangers on the left side. Spellseeker doesn't belong over there. It's not the caliber of the other four, but it is definitely not a Womp Womp Mythic. All right, here we go. Oh, how about a foil flawless maneuver? Absolutely. As far as foil rares are concerned, you can do a whole lot worse. So again, probably right around the $9, $10 range for this card. Absolutely will take that. That is not upset. Not upset about that even a little bit. Wretched Confluence. Teysa. Jabari. Factor Fiction Body Double. Another beautiful Command Tower. And a foil stamped Morphon. Okay. Moving it right along. Actually, let me do that real quick. Why not? Jeez, look at that Mythic pile, though. Ho, 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 ho. Like, aside from Jeweled Lotus, you really can't do a lot better than that. Here we go. Opal Palace. Rare is Steel Shaper's Gift. I feel like I just hit the trifecta with Steel Shaper's Gift and Pure Steel Paladin. I think Steel Shaper's is above 3. Torrential Gearhulk. Mythic Razaketh. Razaketh is probably, gosh, what, 7? 7-ish? I think that seems correct. Not a bad Mythic either. Like, it's not one of the ones we're referring to, which is mainly Omnath, Neheb, and there's another one I'm thinking of that's like $1. So, Razaketh, not a bad Mythic. And that does bring us up to what, 7? 6? 7? Yeah. Right in range. Dread Return. Okay. What's cool is I actually don't think I have... I don't know if I have any copies of Razaketh, so I'm actually like not at all bummed with that. How could I be at this point, right? All right. Foil Borderless Frantic Search. Sweet. Rare is Rejuvenating Springs. All right, cool. Another one of the lands. Typically, most of the lands, like Vault of Champions, Spectator Seating, Training Center, etc., they're all like 7 and 9. I think Rejuvenating Springs tends to be a little bit on the lower. It's probably like 5, maybe-ish. Yeah, I'd probably say about 5. Still, not terrible. Aminatu's Augury. Rankle, Master of Prankles. Kemba, Felwar Stone. We love Felwar Stones and Thought Vessels. And a Borderless Soul Ring. Again, I don't really talk about like the uncommon value. I feel like that's kind of baked into like the 20%, but this uncommon Borderless Foil Soul Ring, A, beautiful. B, probably about $7 to $8 just as a non-foil. I think the foil one of these is still running at about 18, 19 bucks. So that is significant. Very, very significant. Okay, looks like we got about 4 packs left. And I really don't have any complaints. We have a Jared Carthalion True Air. That is a Commander Legends list rare. Because sure, why not? Okay, Gormand. Mythic Extraplanar Lens. Okay, also not like a top tier Mythic. But again, not like bottom 3 or bottom 4. It's maybe about 6. Probably in that range, but again, this is a card that desperately needed a reprint because I think pre-reprint was like 30. So again, a card I like, a card that has plenty of utility to it, and not upset about that. Duretti, Scrap Savant. Valduck, yep. Hey, there we go. Finally, an Ashnod's Altar. Again, Ashnod's Altar sitting about $7. Darksteel Mutation. Zuladoc. Okay, 3 packs left. What does that put us at? 5, 6, 7, 8 mythics. Yep. That seems correct. Snakeskin Veil. Rare is a Lifeblood Hydra, followed by a Tooth and Nail. I'm holding. Oh, hey, it's Kozilek. Okay, Kozilek is like probably in like the $5-6 range. It is one of the lesser. Really, it's maybe like the cheapest Titan there is. Even the cheapest version. But you know what? This card is it still does work. It is still a good card, and it is still a giant spaghetti monster. So that's cool. There we go. That is what, our 9th mythic? Mangara. I remember when Mangara was printed, and this was like a double-digit card. It used to be really expensive. Rishkar, Myriad Landscape, Reliquary Tower. Good. Command Tower. Path of Ancestry, and Netier's Nightblade. Beautiful foil planes. That will do it there. Yeah, I think Kozilek's probably about $5 or $6. 2 packs left. Is there any other juice left in this box? Impulsive Pilfer. Rare is a Hellkite Charger, followed by a Lorthos, the Tidemaker. And that will do it there. Tabarax, Burnished Heart. Yeah. Path of Ancestry, Opal Palace. All that glitters. Okay, last pack of the box. This box has been pretty doggone good. Any last pack magic? Well, let's find out. All right, Thriving Isle. Rare is a Training Center. We're not upset about that. Very cool. I think Training Center, again, is probably around $8 range. So very solid value there. And of course, great, like, do you play Commander? Check this box. You're opening this product. So the answer is likely yes. Very good land. Always playable. Vindictive Lich. Jazal Goldmane. And, all right. How about we throw in a borderless Morophon? Morophon used to be really, I say really expensive, but like, yeah, reasonably expensive, right? This is not my favorite art, but I do like Morophon, and I will take an extra mythic at the end here to give us 10 mythics. I think this is probably in like the $6 to $7 range would be my guess. Yeah, you know what? Cool. Not thumbing my nose at that. And then a borderless Tooth and Nail to go with. Kind of sweet. Good way to end. Solid ending there. Beautiful Tatiova in the portrait art. And yeah, okay. Let's talk about this real quick. So, started off just as hot as we can be. And by the way, I want to point out again, even the the lesser mythics, right? When it's Morophon, Kozilek, Extra Planar Lens, and Razaketh, that is not loyal retainers. Omnath, Neheb. There's another one. Like there's some $1, $2, $3 rares. Mythics in there. And for the most part, we dodge most of those. If those are the worst of your mythics, you're usually in good shape, right? The fact that we hit a $50 Great Henge, a $35 Ulamog, a probably $33 to $35 Craterhoof, $45 Doubling Season, and like $11 Spellseeker. Deflecting Swat is probably about $33 to $35, and then just a slew of what you kind of come to expect from Commander Masters, right? Is that you're going to get a ton of good playable rares in here as well. We hit multiple lands, couple in Training Center, Rejuvenating Spring, Spectator Seed, and we hit multiple Flawless Maneuvers in there, which are also probably about $10 a piece. Sword of the Animus, Grand Abolisher, Pure Steel Paladin, like just a solid ton of playables in there to go with the big meat and potatoes section here. Really good box. Really happy with this. Obviously, well, that's going to do it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, do me a favor. If you're not subscribed already, hit the subscribe button for me, hit the like button for me, and by all means, drop me some comments. I appreciate each and every one of you. I really do, as we kind of march our way towards 3,000 subscribers. Thank you so much, everybody, and be well.